What's up?
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Let's see what's going on here this morning. Already 5 people in there. Oh, Charlie wants to hit the like. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Sam, and look, I got 2 moderators right there at the beginning. Everybody likes to hit the like button. So I got Sam and White Whale in here, and Mr. Miracle and DK, of course, Comics and Cosplay is in here, and Kachung, of course, as well, and Dak Hammer. Wow, right off the bat. Morning, everybody. Happy Endgame weekend.
Yeah, we're going to see Endgame tomorrow.
They are very excited. I went last night.
Cheater.
I did. I cheated ahead. I could not wait, and I went last night, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm really proud of the way the comic community in general is keeping the spoilers out and letting people just enjoy the movie. So I'm not going to do any of that. But I hope you are all having a nice weekend and find a way to fit it in. I know it's 3 hours long. Hopefully you can fit it in somewhere.
That's long.
It is long. It's a lot of time. Kachung is getting really on edge about spoilers. Don't worry. You're not going to find any here because we're here to talk about other comics and other things. And but it is a special weekend, of course, because that's a big movie. And Rod is in here, and TJ the Slab Dragon is in here. Thank you guys for coming by. We're just kind of waking up this morning. Had a little breakfast. Charlie's already snuggled down. She looks like she's part of the couch. Is there a hand under there? How about you?
That's perfect.
I hope you're all having a nice weekend. I only had a chance to read 2 books, so I'm only going to share 2. If you girls want to go first, who wants to share first? Nobody wants to share. This, if you didn't watch my unboxing last night, this is the book I got from Bear Island Comics. I still can't believe it. It's a beautiful, beautiful book signed by Tom King. Could not ask for that. No, this came from Bear Island. Mr. Miracle #1, the Tom King run. And Comics with Bueller, another moderator. How you doing, sir?
Hi.
Spoilers tonight at
Pop,
5:30
Pop.
with you and Tom. Ooh, nice.
Hi, Pop Pop.
Pop Pop's in there. Yes, we're looking a little sleepy this morning. A little bit. So tonight at 5:30, Tom and Bueller. That sounds like a whole lot of fun.
What are they spoiling? Endgame. Okay, I'm watching that then.
Kate really wants to be spoiled.
I do. I want to
because she just wants to know what's going to happen.
She does Spider-Man to keep living.
Doesn't want to ruin it or anything. JP's Budget Collecting, Carlito Classico, the 2 for Tuesday man who's already seen it twice. Nice to see all these awesome people. So, Kate, what are you going to share first?
Oh, it's an old What If. It has a corner.
Ooh, yeah. This is a classic What If.
What if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four?
A Fantastic Five. Old school What If, #1. From February of 1976, before your dad was even born.
1 year, right?
About a year before I was born.
Golden Age guru like that.
This isn't Golden Age. I think this is still considered Bronze Age, but I'm not good on ages. I always mess that up. It is a nice book. Sam's Tangle Web says it's a good book. He likes this one. How did you feel about it, Kate?
I thought it was really cool because, I like Spider-Man a lot, and he has to show his identity to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I just enjoy it a lot. There's Sue Storm in it a lot, and Namor's in it.
Uh-huh.
It's really cool.
Plus, you are a huge FF fan, right? You love the Fantastic Four plus Spider-Man. That's a pretty good combination, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Namor as a character? Do you know him very well?
Kind of. I know he has the hots for Sue, though.
Kate says that Namor has the hots for Sue.
It's true.
It is true. Ooh, and you even get the Watcher. Giant bald Watchers
she has
at the
to
end.
choose between them.
between Reed and Namor.
Yeah.
And who does she pick?
Namor.
In this version, she picks Namor.
Mm-hmm.
But in the comics, she always picks Reed. That's just the good choice. Oh, TJ said he owns the toy. He used to have the toy on the back of the book here. Ooh, the Evel Knievel ride cycle. Classic.
Evel Knievel ride.
And there's an Incredible Hulk like thing in here.
The Incredible.
Says
TJ dropped a comedy gem in there. He said he liked it in Endgame when Batman killed Thanos with a batarang.
That doesn't happen.
Fake spoiler. Okay, Phil, I need to get things
Or
ready around the
is it?
house for the wife. She's home. Take care, Rod. Wishing you and your family the best.
Yes. Go Rod. Go Rod. Go.
Charlie,
Rod.
it's your turn.
You want to pull a book out?
On the couch.
You are part of the couch.
You even look like part of the couch. Like you're a
She's
body.
more awake, though. She looks pretty awake.
That's true.
That's true. Kachung says, the classic What If book. I agree. And I can't remember where we got this. Did we find this in the dollar bins?
Yes.
I think this is a dollar bin find because it's pretty beat. It's pretty beat up, right? It's got a lot of pieces missing. There's that big chunk in the corner here. So my LCS had this in the dollar bins, but what a cool way to get to read a great book, right?
I got cats and dogs.
Okay, this was called Cats and Dogs. No, you didn't. We've shared this book a bunch on this show. It's another Powerpuff Girls. Dun dun dun. I think your cousin Penny shared this one a bunch on our show.
She shared a different one. She shared the one with
She
the
shared
queen.
both.
No, she shared the one with the queen who's overpowering the research gardener teacher.
Kachung, yes, this is definitely the show with everybody in their pajamas. Although if you really watch me on live streams, I have pajamas on for most live streams.
I'm
It's
not
just
wearing
honest.
pajamas.
On your legs, you are.
That doesn't count.
So I'm usually wearing pajamas when I get home because why not? T-shirts and jammies is definitely my cool down mode. Somebody said they had the rocket cycle. Charlie requires food and a blanket, but don't feed her after midnight. She's a gremlin. Like Gizmo.
I totally believe that.
They don't get that reference. That movie's a little too scary, I think, still. Although I did love that movie when I was in junior high. Are you ready to talk about Powerpuff Girls, Char?
Yep. It's in Townsville.
Okay. Nobody can see or hear you because you're kind of blocking everything. Do you want me to hold it up? You can tell us what you know about it?
It's in the city of Townsville. All the men have really high mohawks, and it's super duper weird. And the guy asks, where'd you get all those cool haircuts? And they say, oh, it's new shops down there. Madge's Manly Manes. And the guy said, Madge can make miracles with hair. Well, I was going bald. And then when everyone
maybe
has
Dad
it,
needs to go there.
No.
no.
So what does this hair place do when you go in there, though?
Well, when they come back to get more haircuts because their hair is getting out of whatever happened, she cuts it, then she puts it on a dryer. It's called the hypno dryer, and they put it in, and it makes them. It gets their hair that way, but it also makes them get hypnotized, so they give them all their money.
Gotcha. What's the name of this bad girl in the front here? You know
Medusa.
her name? Medusa. Evil Medusa.
And then there's another book.
They usually have two stories in each one, right?
This one is two stories.
It's a two-story.
See their hair on the picture?
I'm looking at-
Her hair.
Look at the hairstyles there. Snazzy folks. Snazzy. Where did you get your cool haircut, Charlie? Says Mr. Miracle.
Oh, I wouldn't tell you.
Nature. Just nature styling.
No, from the girl's shop.
Yeah.
Christopher B.
All right, so my first book Fire Guy Ryan's not in here, but I read a Michael Bendis book, Brian Michael Bendis's Pearl. I got this from Tank Collects as part of an auction he was selling. I got all 5 issues of Pearl, and I read issue 1. It intrigued me enough to want to continue on and read it. Oh, Rada's in the chat.
Rada! Yay!
So I read Pearl, and I really enjoyed that. I'm going to continue on reading that. It's kind of a crime story with a little mystery going on inside of that. So I'm going to dive into that and enjoy that. Mr. Wingnut is in the chat as well. Good to see you, sir. That brings us over to
Me again.
Cateroo.
My second book is called New Kid. It's about this boy named Jordan Banks, and he really enjoys drawing. And he's going to this fancy new school called Riverdale Academy Day School, and he loves art, but he can't do art at his new school.
They're not allowed, or what?
Like, he can, but it's too much money to go to the school. He can't afford that anymore.
So there's no art classes in his new school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it is, but it's like after art classes. So this is what he wrote back to school. So he made this, it's like a calculator where the thumb is.
So that's his kind of art that he does?
Yeah. And he always signs it at the bottom. And, like, there's a lot of racist comments in this
So
book.
some people are rude to him? They treat him rudely?
Because he's different colored.
Uh-huh.
And then some other people, like, he hates his new school because, so I'll just read one snippet
No,
of it.
let's not. Let's just share our thoughts. So you're saying it's a hard school, the kids are mean, and that he doesn't get to do the art that he really wants to do?
And his teacher always calls him Mari instead of Jordan because he always gets confused with another boy. But it says like she can always remember like what she wants from Starbucks, and it has this huge like list of like this one coffee. It's like mocha, double, espresso, coffee, whatever.
But she can't remember his name.
No.
That's too bad. What do you like about the story? It sounds like a lot of sad things, but what do you like about it?
Well, I like it just because he's pretty quiet at school.
Shy.
Yeah, and he's nice.
Uh-huh.
And he's dealing with a lot of things, but he has these angels that are always over his head. Because it's like really funny because see the 2 angels, it says we're shutting down. This is not a drill. This is not a drill because he's bored.
So going on inside of his head.
The angels are working on his brain. And then my favorite part is right here. It's like he said something rude to his teacher on accident, and the baby was dabbing and dropping the microphone.
Oh, okay.
It's really funny. So it says like, would you teach at a school in my neighborhood? You know, so you could be special. And then he walked away.
Soldier Only, good to see you. I'm assuming Fuchsia Only might be around as well. And yes, Mr. Garrel, I do believe we need more DK comics and cosplay on YouTube, but I've always felt that way. So I'm happy to hear that. Fuchsia and I will be needing to get them on the show soon. That'd be great. That'd be really good to have the two YouTube comic community couples team up.
Charlie,
bring your forces together.
It's your turn, Charlie.
Charlie, you ready to share one?
Mm-hmm.
Come back over. Richie Rich, the Harvey Collectors Comics, Richie Rich. More dollar bin gold that Charlie finds. Oh, you're getting sleepy again. You're doing so well.
I can always tickle her and make her wake up.
No, she doesn't want that. Here, come on over. All right, tell us what you got here, Char.
I got a Richie Rich.
Got to move your feet. You keep kicking the table there.
Okay.
Richie Rich. What do you like about Richie Rich?
Well, I really like how in between there are like a lot of different stories, and it's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the dot stories. I love those.
The Dot stories. Can you find me one of those? I don't know what those are.
They're stories about a girl named Dot.
She loves dots.
Only thing she loves.
She loves dots.
I don't know the dot stories. Oh, is that it?
Little dot.
Little dot right there. Let me show, just so people know who she is. The one with the polka dot outfit there. That's Little Dot.
Yep.
Mike, it doesn't really want to zoom in. Little Dot. So they're like a little comic strip you get in between some of the Richie Rich storylines.
Yeah.
Discovery Bay and Tim Meyer. Good to see you. And let's see, who else do we have here? Oh, Kate skimming through. Big Will, there he is. I know I missed somebody. Hello to you, sir. Why do you like Little Dot?
Miracle.
Well, I think it's really funny the way that she does stuff. Especially when she says, "Of course, I'd love to go with you, Freddie." Shucks, I'm invited to the best dance in the town, and I haven't a thing to wear. She said she doesn't have anything to wear, and she has a closet of dresses.
A closet full of dresses?
Yeah, she said she has nothing to wear. No. She has closets full of dresses. And then she
Ooh, Shazam number 2. Good job, Dak Hammer.
Oh, well, I guess I'll have to raid my piggy bank later. This new dress puts me in a dancing mood. That's ready now. Ding dong. It's so nice to know you picked up me of all the girls. It's because you are not an oddball like the others, Dot. But Dot, be responsible.
Reasonable.
Be reasonable. I don't think you know me at all, Freddie. Not at all.
I don't get that.
Yeah, see, the thing is, it's hard to read that and have people see it because you're leaving out all the pictures, and it's a comic strip. You kind of need to show it. So the story is Dot going on a date with the boy Freddie. She gets a new dress. She wants to go. She's very excited. It's an afternoon of square dancing with Sammy Square and his 5-piece square band. She's a dot. She likes circles.
Oh.
So she doesn't like it. She's grouchy and upset.
I thought it was because he said you're not like an oddball and a ball's a dot.
No, he's a square. A square used to be somebody who was boring. Back in the old days, you said, don't be a square. Don't be a square. Somebody who's boring.
Oh.
And Mr. Miracle says he used to like, where is it? He said he liked hot stuff. Are there any of those in here, Charlie? Hot stuff? That's another character you'd sometimes get in here. Like there's little Lotta. There's little Dot.
I've heard of
That's the Little Dot story.
I know. You like this one? With her, is that her mom?
Yeah.
I don't know, she's with her mom.
And she got a spray that it's like it comes out, and when you spray it, it's like a
instant bandage.
Instant dotted bandage.
So he was talking about these Harvey Collector comics. It's a company, and he liked the one character known as Hot Stuff. I don't know that I can remember any Hot Stuffs off the top of my head. The Comic Smurf is in the chat. Hello, sir. Is it my turn?
Yep.
So the second book I had a chance to read this week was Magic Order #1. Off the top of my head, I can't remember who sent me this. I think it was Kachung and Delphia, but I might be wrong. It's an Adam Hughes cover. Gorgeous Adam Hughes cover. I might be remembering wrong. I'm sorry. I did not. This was before I was writing down as carefully as I could on the back. But it's been in my reading pile for a while, and it's amazing. It makes me want to read more from this storyline by Mark Millar and I think it's Olivier Coipel. He is very talented. The art in this is amazing. I have really been enjoying it. Somebody describes it as Harry Potter for adults. Yeah, it's like a Harry Potter meets gangsters kind of a thing. You know, it's a hard one to describe. Harry Potter meets. It's hard to combine it. It's definitely got like crime and families and power struggles and things. I just thought it was really great.
Does it have wands?
It definitely has wands. Yes. So it's a really cool, twisted kind of dark fantasy thing that I thought was really, really interesting, and I'm curious to go check out some more issues. I guess it wasn't you, Kachung. Sorry. I'll give you credit though, but it was really, really good. Definitely worth your time. And again, a good image title, another good image title. Okay, Kate's last book.
This is kind of a book for littler kids, but I still like it.
You like to read it because it's funny, right?
It's called I Will Never Not Ever Eat a Tomato.
I Will Never Not Ever Eat a Tomato. And it's about a brother and a sister, right?
Yeah, a boy named Charlie. And she's a very fussy eater.
A boy named Charlie and a sister named Lola.
She says, carrots are for rabbits. Peas are too small and green. And then she says, I will never not eat all of these.
She lists, she's a picky eater. She lists everything she will not eat. And there was a British TV series called Charlie and Lola, right? What was the animated show? There was a Charlie and Lola animated show.
That's me.
So it's based a little bit on that. But this is Charlie as a boy in this.
So she puts Charlie put
Wonder Woman's here. Thank you, Diana.
Huh?
That's the joke. White whale is WW, just like Wonder Woman. And Jason's here. Comics Misexplained is here.
So there's a carrot, and she says, I don't ever eat carrots. And he says, oh, these are orange twiglets from Jupiter. And then he sees...
So he starts tricking her by telling her that each of the foods she doesn't like is really something fun and interesting, right? I'm not going to ruin the end. Don't ruin the end. But instead go through the ones, right? So...
Those are called green
A bowl
drops.
of peas, he says they are.
Green drops from Greenland.
Green
drops.
From Greenland. And then she tries them and says, oh my goodness, I love these. And then she says, I don't like potatoes. And he says, oh, that's good. This isn't a potato. This is...
Cloud from Mount Fuji.
Sorry, what?
Cloud from Mount Fuji.
You're doing the
Cloud from Mount
Cloud
Fuji.
fluff from Mount Fuji. And then she's like, oh, great. And she's like, oh, fish sticks. I don't eat fish sticks. And he says they are...
Ocean nibbles.
From the supermarket under the sea.
Mermaids eat them all the time.
So she comes down, she's like, oh, they're great. And then at the end...
She says, Charlie, will you pass me one of those? And I said, what?
What, you want one of those?
Yes, Charlie, one of those. She was pointing at the tomatoes.
She's pointing at the tomatoes. He says, are you sure you want one of these?
Really? And then she's like, yes, of course. Moon squirters are my favorite.
So now she's playing
tomatoes, did you, Charlie?
So she's playing the same game. Don't worry, I'll do it. You just don't worry about it, please. Thank you. So that's
it's really fun.
She joins in the game. It's very funny, like picky eater kind of a book. Really fun. So for picky eaters, it's a lot of fun.
You're the last person, Charlie.
Mr. Garrell, I understand. You're trying to dodge the spoilers and stuff. Get it right, John. Yes, I know I don't get it right. I don't eat fish sticks either, says DK. Yes, so we have what, CM and WW. Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel are in here. But it's was it Princess Diana and Carol Danvers are in the chat. Chatting with was it Carol and Diana? Good to have you both here. Last book, Charlie. What's your last one? Alec Whitewell Comics is in the chat. He's gonna be excited about this last pick.
1, 2, 3. Archie 700.
She picked Archie 700. No joke. Legit pick from Charlie for today's.
Going once, going twice, and sold.
Why did you pick Archie 700, Charlie? Besides the fact that you love Archie.
Because of the twister.
It's a twist? What's the twist?
Archie's not in love with anybody.
He's not in love with Betty or Veronica.
He's in love with Sabrina.
Sabrina, the teenage witch?
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun. Right? That's a good twist, right?
That's weird. And
you get Josie and the Pussycats singing. That's always awesome.
And Cheryl Blossom.
Heck yeah. And the David Mack cover, says Alec. Bum, bum. He gives you the thumbs up on that one.
Good.
Yep. Gotta love it. So yes, Charlie is a big Archie fan. How is this compared to your other Archie comics? Better or the same or worse?
Better.
Better than your others? Why?
Because it's a better twist.
The twist at the end is really good.
She does look like a Gwen Stacy.
Maybe we should try to go in and get some of the other issues. If Kenny has some on New Comic Book Day, they'll be $1.
I read 701. Remember?
701, is it good?
Yeah.
You didn't like 701 as much as 700?
Yeah, Sabrina starts going to Riverdale.
Well, that's kind of the plot. You could kind of tell that was going to happen, right?
Yeah, still. I'd rather read old Archie.
You were saying how Sabrina looks like Gwen Stacy?
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. You could see that, right?
Can I tell you who I think looks like Gwen Stacy?
Joel Jones.
Joelle Jones.
Yeah, we made that joke in our video, right? Dun, dun, dun.
I did or you two did?
Well, you said it, and then I added it in as part of our story.
You said it or Kate said it?
Kachung says the Adam Hughes cover for Sabrina the Teenage Witch also makes her look like Gwen Stacy. I agree with that as well. Well, that's all for us today. We're just going to sit around the house.
It's not done. I have another thing to share.
What is it you need to share? The drawings that you did on your hands?
Teddy.
You don't need to share that, I don't think.
I like Teddy.
All right, I'll give you a couple seconds.
You can't read it. Maybe wait. It says this. So this is Teddy. Teddy says hi. Teddy says clap your hands. Oops, Teddy died.
Something about elementary school kids, they think that is hysterical. I've seen that many different ways. I've heard Buggy.
Buggy is...
You've seen the Buggy one, right? When it's like a little bug on somebody's hand and then they clap and then the other hand is where the squished Buggy is. It's very silly.
We do.
You got a lot of laughs coming. Mr. Miracle, Jason, Comics, Mr. Garrel.
Poor
Teddy, says Caleb. Soldier only laughs. You got some chuckles out of it.
The one we know
I missed
goes
the
like...
code.
Daddy, the one we do...
Me too, DK.
The one we do out of high school is... This is Teddy. Teddy says, hi. This is what Teddy looks like when a car goes by.
Oop.
Teddy died.
Yep. Ha ha.
I like the other one more, though.
Yeah, it's faster. Also, we made one up with
Do you still play
Clifford.
patty cake? Asks DK.
Yes.
You guys want to try to do the one that you know? There's like that one that you know.
Miss. Yeah.
Okay.
No, but Kate doesn't really know how to do
Yeah,
it.
Well, you can do the best you can.
Miss Lucy had a little baby. He named him Tiny Tim. He put him in a bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water, ate up all the soap. He tried to eat the bathtub. No! But it wouldn't go down his throat. Miss Lucy
Now
called
this
the
will go
nurse.
forever.
Lucy called the nurse. Miss Lucy called the lady with the alligator purse.
Okay. That was pretty awesome, though. That was pretty amazing.
That was
On
fun.
top of spaghetti. Yep. On top of spaghetti is a classic one, Caleb. My wife is looking at me weird, wondering what I'm watching. It's got to be John's Comics with Kids, whatever it is. All right, I can't see chart.
Sneeze and the meatball went out the door.
Yes, and then
And
it
they grew a meatball tree.
and then a meatball tree grows. That's the moral of that story. Just bury whatever food you want in the backyard, and it'll grow into a tree that makes that.
But
That's just science.
what's meatballs made
Can't
of?
argue with science.
Is it beef? Or what is it? Because then it would go
It's meat,
cow
yeah.
or something.
It would grow. Is that how that would work? The tree
That'd
has
be
little cows
better.
hanging on it.
Yeah, it has little udders and then it
Oh,
walks
shit.
around.
Can anybody
That
do
was so
this?
weird.
This just took a turn. Genetics, science. Oh, all right, guys. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming by. And Caleb, that was very nice of you. I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you enjoy whatever it is you end up doing. If you can make time for the movie, that's awesome. It sounds like Bueller and Comic Tom tonight, 5:30 Pacific. We'll be chatting it up. If you want to get in and actually enter a spoiler chat on purpose, you could do that tonight at 5:30. Otherwise, that is a show to avoid. Make sure you don't go anywhere near that. But beyond all that, good morning, Flaming Sheila. So have a great day, everybody. Thank you for coming by, and hopefully that you can enjoy the
I want
movie.
to do it.
No, I don't want to do that right now.